Hey, this is Welcome to Our World FTM. Today is Thursday, and I am Ty. I have had some stuff going on this week. I've been incredibly busy and wasn't able to make a video by Thursday, so, Hayden was awesome and covered for me. Thank you so much, Hayden. But I did still want to make sure I got my videos up, so you'd hear where I was coming from. I just made my German video, and now I'm gonna do the English one. This week we were talking about when and how we realized we were trans. And for me, really, there were hints my entire life, but I did never realize. And it wasn't until this summer when my friend actually asked me if I was transgender. I told her I don't know, maybe, that I had to go home and look up the meaning. And then I did that, and the next day I came out to her and to my dad. And that was the beginning for me. I never understood that I was, and I never waited to come out because I didn't know what transgender really meant. I had a false definition in my head because, they don't teach this stuff. And by the time I did realize, I was like, well, geez, I've been miserable my whole life, and now I'm not gonna wait for people to be comfortable so that I can be who I am. So I was like, I'm not waiting any more time. So I jumped into therapy and stuff like that. It's not that I was like rash with my decisions, but I was just, at this point, I'd been comfortable with who I am. I'd already identified as bisexual and lesbian before I came to this realization, so I'd already become more comfortable with not being the norm in society, so it didn't really bother me so much to come out as trans. But yeah, so I've been out as transgender, as an FTM transsexual for about 6.5 months now. I think that there are two kinds of trans guys. The first kind, they know their entire lives that they're supposed to be boys, and they realize that they're in the wrong body when they're young kids, little kids. And the other kind know that they don't fit in their whole life, but they don't understand why. And they go through a lot of phases, because they go through a lot of phases trying to figure out where they are, and that's normal. Questioning sexuality is also very common. I am definitely not the first to have come out as a lesbian before coming out as male identified. I don't know, like, the second type that I'm talking about, like, they need somebody in their life to help them understand that they're trans. They have to actually see somebody transition or whatever, see somebody identifying as trans to help figure themselves out. I'm definitely in the second category that I talked about, because I didn't know who I was. That doesn't make me not trans. It doesn't make me it doesn't mean that I'm making this up or anything, but it took one of my friends asking me, and it took a lot of media type things, like going on YouTube and listening to you guys' stories, and, watching films about it, like the Brandon Tina story, and Boys Don't Cry, to help me to understand myself. So, that is my experience of realizing that this is who I am. And I'm just lucky I was okay with it from the get-go. Even though it took so long for me to figure it out. But, yeah. So, that's my story for this week. That's my opinion for this week. And, I will see you hopefully next Thursday. I'll be on time and ready for the next subject. So, yeah. Hope everyone is having a good end of semester, doing well in finals, getting ready for the holidays, not having too many problems at work, etc. But yeah, I will see you next Thursday. Have a good week. Bye.